How to make your heroes stronger. There's actually a secret to a couple of these. If you don't know them, you need to know this to make your account as strong as possible so you can stop saying everything's hard in the game. Yeah, it's hard right now because we can't make in-game everything. We'll get that at global launch, but we do have ways to make us stronger, and I'm going to show you what those are. Starting off with this very first one that not a lot of people know about. Here is our overall account power. Underneath my avatar that I am 485,000. And then in here, once you get a threshold, you can click it and activate it, and you'll have it add to all your players' abilities. Look at this at the end. We have Vigor Recharge of 0.5 for every single one of your heroes. That means whenever they take a turn, they will no longer Vigor Recharge for only one, but for 1.5. That's huge. How do we speed this process up? Well, let me tell you. All you've got to do is equip gear on heroes, and I just tested this before I started making this video, but I started testing this right now because I was like, well, I can do this in other games to increase my account power, so why can't I do it in here? And it works. You heard what I had before, right? 485,000. Well, let's go over here and just include gear that's not even leveled up. I'm going to put a helmet on here, and I'm going to put a neck. Probably better to do with 3-star gear that you're not going to use, right? Just going to slap that on him. And now let's go look at our account power. You can see it's increasing already. Our combat power went up, and now we're at 486,454. Went up quite a lot, actually, for just putting in a couple pieces of gear. Now, there's a lot of gear that I trash all the time, and gear that takes up inventory space for us, which is another issue over here in our bag, which we'll do a video on that later on. So we don't get caught up with getting too much inventory in here and it doesn't let us get rid of it. Anyways, different video. Not now, not now. So go over here, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to all the uncommons or commons that I know for sure that I'm not going to have to go back to and change that gear on a hero that I'm going to use later on. And I'm just going to slap them all with gear because I want to see how high I can get this account power up to and how many of these I can unlock, and maybe, okay, attack speed's nice. Maybe get to this one that starts getting me more vigor per turn. It's pretty sweet. Okay, the second thing we need to do is come over here to this tower, the Ancient Library. I'm on my tablet right now. Make sure you're doing this. You have to play with heroes that you have leveled up. If they're not leveled up, they're going to give you some kind of stand-in hero that's not strong at all. So my Arthur is very strong. So when I came in here, I was able to do this. And these stats go to each hero regardless if they're in a group of these other ones. And there's also some amazing ones in here that give you vigor, recovery on that hero. Now, it's only for these heroes that are in this group. Where's it at? Right here. This one gives me a vigor recovery of 0.3. That's anytime I use Tristan, anytime I use Isolde, even if it's by themselves. Isolde? Yeah, I think that's it. Now, how do we check that? Come over here to the hero screen and hit this magnifying glass on this screen. This is going to pop up. Now you've got another magnifying glass to hit. I know. And you can see the detailed information for all your heroes. A lot of people are asking, hey, what's my crit rate? All I see is this crit rate number. In here, you can actually see your crit rate. And you can see all the details for where your hero is getting their strengths. Look at the far right. You see where it says connection? That's the connection that we just showed you over at that library. So make sure you're doing those if you can. Anytime you get one of those heroes that are in those groups stronger, go in there and try to complete the next tier and get this added on. 45 is quite a bit. Plus 1,500 health, I think that's a lot. Relics, equipment effects, you can see it all broken down here, and you'll be able to know that it is in fact going to that hero, and that hero doesn't have to be with anybody else to be able to get the effects of this library. Is that with Ancient Library? That's what they call it. The third thing are these world trees. You're going to unlock this once you go through adventure mode, so make sure you keep going through that story, completing it, go through all those chapters. I can't remember what chapter this unlocks at, but once you do unlock it, it'll tell you to go over to the world tree and show you how to use this. 3 different world trees at your castle. You've got the frost one up top, you've got the storm one down near arena, and the flame one down where you do your summons. You want to level these up. These actually add some pretty good stats. You can pick and choose which one you want to level up. I've been using a lot of Frost characters, so I've been focusing on the Frost. Now this says 30 defense, and you might not think 30 defense is a lot, but in this game, it adds up. Every bit of defense mitigates a lot of damage, so do not disregard that. You've got attack in here, and you've got HP. And you can see I'm maxed out, but I'm able to level this up. And you level these up with these fragments that we find around the world. And I know you're saying 15 fragments, Stu, you haven't been doing a lot of your side quests. And I haven't. I need to go back and get on top of those. Can I upgrade right now? Let me try to upgrade. My castle is going up. So my castle is going up to level 11. Even if you don't have level 11, you can still level them to what I've leveled to right now. And it's all something to work toward. Logging in every day and playing the game. You've got these short-term goals. You've got long-term goals. So keep working on leveling up your castle. Mine is in work to be leveled up to 11 right now. It took 3 or 4 days to level up. I've still got 20 something hours left to go. And then I'll have it up to the next level and I'll be able to level up those world trees and get my guys even stronger. The final 3 things you probably all know about. That's doing the Talisman Dungeon to get the skill up so you can skill up your heroes' passives and skill up their abilities. So make sure you hit this up every single day. It's very important to push in the Talisman Dungeon. Again, it's a long-term goal kind of thing because we need a lot of heroes to do it. So it's great things to focus on so that you know, hey, I'm going to eventually get these heroes up and I'm going to do much better in the Talisman Dungeon, but you can still do it every single day, get those resources, and you'll be able to make your heroes stronger. Then we have the relics, which we go fight that frost bear. We get our relics leveled up. Fighting Gorgos so we can rank up our heroes from rank 1 to all the way to 6. And then, of course, we have gear in here to go farm and level up. So I guess that's 4 additional things there at the end. So make sure you're staying on top of your gear. I know it's really hard to level up gear right now because you always need gold. And if you level up anything past level 6, it is just too much, right? It's too much for you to even try to do because even for you to level up your heroes, it costs so much gold. Beside the gold problem, if we don't look at that and we look at everything else, there's a lot of things for us to do, right? A lot of things for us to do. Have fun, level up your heroes. That's all I've got right now for making your heroes stronger. If you guys have anything that I missed, please let us know down below. Appreciate the love and support. I will see you guys all in a video soon.